어릴 때 원했던 어른이 됐나 Thought I found Oh she's mine
Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be sitting here and finally filming this video. Today I'm going to be taking you with me house hunting for the first time in over 3 years in South Korea. I'm moving. As most of you know, for the past 3 years I've been living in a really cute, small, cozy, humbling little studio apartment right on Guanli Beach here in Busan. It's been amazing. I can't even explain how grateful I am to have had the chance to live right on the water here in Korea. And I know some people are probably like, why would you ever want to move away? You guys know I love the beach so much, but honestly, I just need change. You know, I'm in my mid-20s and 3 years is actually the longest I've ever lived in a place where I am right now. So it's time for a change. By the time you guys see this video, I will have already signed the contract and actually moved in. So I want you guys to watch this video, comment below, let me know which house do you think I've picked. If you follow me on Instagram, then you might already know. Real quick, I wanted to just kind of share with you guys my criteria and what my non-negotiables are for finding a new place. So starting off with the most important, which is budget. I would ideally like to keep the monthly rent at around 800,000 won. I am splitting it with my boyfriend, so it'll be like 400 each if we do that. But I feel like 800 is a decent cost of living price here in Busan. I don't live in Seoul, so the cost of living where I am is significantly cheaper than if I were in Seoul. I've had rent of 550,000 won for the past 3 years, which is only $400. And let me tell you something, one of the best financial decisions you can make in your 20s is having not super pricey rent. I know that's hard if you're living in like New York City, Chicago, San Diego, places where it's super expensive to live. I know it's not really easy to get cheap rent, but right now in my life, saving is a huge priority for me because I would like to eventually buy a house. So having affordable rent is really, really important. So I would like to keep my budget at maximum 850 or 900,000 won per month. I think that's realistic. And then if you've seen house hunting vlogs in Korea, then you're probably familiar with the crazy deposit system. Here in Korea, when you move into an apartment and you're gonna rent it, you usually have to pay a pretty big deposit to the landlord. And that's separate from your monthly rent. And the landlords usually will use that deposit money to invest in other real estate endeavors. And when I say a big deposit, usually it's starting at $5,000 and it can go all the way up to like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. And I think I want to keep the deposit at roughly 10,000 this time. So yeah, roughly 800 to 900,000 per month, and then a $10,000 deposit. I would be really happy with that. Moving on to my other little criteria that I have listed. The first thing is I want to have a separate bedroom. I've been living in a studio for 3 years. It hasn't been terrible, but I'm just really itching to have a separation of space. I want to have a sofa. It would be nice to have an actual kitchen that I can cook in and that I don't feel like super crammed in. I would like a little more space, so maybe a bedroom, bigger kitchen would be nice, and a living room. As far as location goes, I want to be within a 15 to 20 minute walk of the beach. There's a few different beaches here in Busan. I would like to kind of stay in the area that I'm in now because I feel like I'm familiar. I have a lot of friends that live over here. I definitely want to make sure I'm still around like a 15 to 20 minute walk from the beach. That would make me super happy. Beach girl for life. Also, I would really like to be around like 10 minutes from a subway station, no more than that, because then I just get lazy and I want to take a taxi. So close to public transportation. I don't think that'll be hard at all to find. And then the last criteria I have is I need to have some closet space. I don't need a ton, but I don't want to have to install my own closets or anything like that, just because that is a really big expense. So I need to have some kind of either closet space, shelving. Oh, and the last criteria is I want to just be near nature. Obviously, I'm moving away from being right on the beach, which is fine, but I would really like to be at least near a park just because I do have a dog and walking her several times a day is something that is just part of my lifestyle, and I don't really love walking her on the busy streets around a bunch of cars. So if I could find a place that had a park or some kind of river nearby, that would be amazing. All right, so that's what we've got going on as far as budget, criteria, all that kind of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna take you to 6 different spots, and don't forget to comment below. Let me know, like, where would you have picked? What are some things that you look for when you go apartment hunting? Have you ever gone apartment hunting in Korea? Because it is a little bit crazy, let me tell ya. All right, so starting off with apartment number 1. When you walked in, this was the view. The first thing I immediately noticed was the brightness. It was around 5 o'clock when I came in here, so it had a lot of those evening light leaks, and it actually had a really good view of the city and the mountain. You could even see some of Gwangan Bridge, which was awesome. This spot had 2 bedrooms. So the first one was right when you walked in on the left, and it actually had a built-in closet, which I liked, but I wasn't too sure how I felt about the like dark jail style window that looked out to nothing. And then there was another bedroom which felt really big. It honestly felt bigger than it looked here on camera. And once again, tons of closet space, which I really liked. Overall, I definitely did like this place, but I was kind of feeling a little bit stuck as far as the living room went. I wasn't sure how I was gonna set that up, but I did really like all the space and all the storage that it came with. All right, moving on to apartment number 2. When you walked in, the first thing I noticed was the kitchen. There was an oven, a 3-burner stove, literally never seen one of those in any of the houses I've looked in here. And I immediately did notice that the tenant was in charge of getting their own fridge. But dang, y'all, this kitchen, I was like, oof, look at all that room in this sink. I was imagining myself cooking in here. There was also a nice sized living room. You can kind of see here, I'm standing in the corner. And there was a veranda as well, which a lot of people like to use for doing laundry on. It has a lot of light coming in. Then around the corner, there was a bedroom, so much light. I absolutely love this. There was also a shelf. This bedroom was really, really small, so I wasn't sure how it would look with a bed inside. The vibes in here felt so nice with the 2 windows and all the light coming in. I really liked it. And then across the hall was actually another bedroom that also had a ton of light coming in. Once again, this was a very small room, but the light really impressed me, and I'm sure it could have been used for an office, or I think they had said the person who lived here before used it for like a closet room. And then the bathroom was pretty standard. Something that stuck out to me about this specific bathroom though was the fact that there was a bidet included. I've never had a bidet in my house before, so that was kind of fun. Overall, I really liked house number 2. The only thing that kind of threw me off about this was the fact that the tenant had to buy their fridge and their washer. I was like, it's kind of like a lot. But overall, I did really like the space. All right, next up, moving on to space number 3. So this was actually kind of like a full service apartment, which is why I wanted to look at it. It's one of these places that kind of comes ready to live in, meaning it comes with the TV, it has all the kitchen appliances, and as you can see over here, it even came with a bed, which was cool. This spot also had a really good closet space. I liked how it also included a set of drawers in the closet. I don't think I've ever seen a place like that before. And then what really had me just like in awe of this place was the bathroom. It was serving major hotel vibes. I felt like this was, or like maybe like studio vibes. If you were to do like a rental studio, I felt like this is like one of those bathrooms that just looks really nice, like something you would see on commercials or something. I definitely liked the convenience of this place, having all of the stuff already there, not having to worry about getting a bed and a TV and all that kind of stuff. The only thing was the setup was just kind of awkward. I didn't really know where I would put a desk, and then also the lighting situation. It didn't have any direct sunlight coming in because it was blocked by windows. So I wasn't really sure how I felt about that, but the price was really good. All right, moving on to crib number 4. I had actually stayed in an Airbnb in this building before. I think I just had to film one day and I had booked this Airbnb, and I really liked it. So that's why I came back. Their 1-bedrooms were way out of my budget. Their 1-bedrooms were like $2,000 a month. So I checked out their studio just to see if it felt cozy and homey, and immediately the bathroom I was just like in awe of. It was so beautiful in there. I love the contrast of the wood and the shiny white countertops. It was so nice. The kitchen was definitely smaller than the kitchen that I have now, but I did like all of the storage and that it came with an oven. That was pretty nice. Another thing I really liked about this house was the marble wall. I felt like that looked really clean and kind of fancy, but as you can see from when I'm standing in the corner, I was just left with a little bit of space. And as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm moving because I want more space. So I ultimately did decide that I would not be picking this apartment, but I still wanted to show it in this video just because I did take a look at it and it had really good closet storage. And that view was so amazing. All right, moving on to apartment number 5. I had told my realtor that I wanted some good storage space. So he ended up bringing me back to a building that he had brought me to before. And this spot had so much closet space. I was shook. But then I was like, I don't even know if I have enough clothes to go in all these closets. Once again, the bathroom in here was so beautiful. However, the lighting situation was just so. I felt like there wasn't tons of direct sunlight coming in. So this was another that I just kind of felt so about. All right, last and final apartment I went and looked at. This one, I definitely liked it. I mean, it had some nice sunlight coming in. I really liked the textured wall panel when you walked in. That was kind of fun. This had a lot of built-in furniture, which was nice. So it had a built-in vanity. The fridge was on its way, he said. And what really had me shook about this place was how big the closet was. I feel like I could fit enough clothes for like 3 people in here. Once again, there was another dresser, but seriously, so much closet space. And I really liked the sliding door. And once again, another beautiful tile-walled bathroom in here. Really love that. All right, so those are the 6 apartments that I checked out. I was honestly expecting to look at like 5 to 10. However, I ended up finding the one fairly quickly, so I didn't really feel the need to go and look at any more. By the time you guys watch this video, I will have already moved in and probably be pretty settled. So I want you guys to comment below and let me know which one do you think I picked. And I'm also curious, if you were the one that was apartment hunting, which one would you have picked? If you had these 6 options, I want to know which one would you have gone with. If you guys enjoyed this vlog, this is the first vlog of our moving series. So later this week, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys a full in-depth look at my empty apartment. I'm so excited to share it with you. And then after that, we will actually get started with all the official packing, unpacking, moving vlogs, all that. I'm so freaking excited. So if you like those types of videos, definitely turn on your notifications. I don't know why, but moving vlogs have always been some of my favorites. And it's crazy because on my channel, I've moved so many times. You can even go back and see like my college freshman dorm move-in video, which is so nostalgic. But that's about it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you are excited for the rest of our moving series, and I'll see you very soon in the next vlog. Bye guys.